So, this weekend was a pretty busy weekend for me. No, I did not run. I ended up working 36 hours. So, how did my cars get ran while I was at work? The secret is I rented them. Rockton is the biggest demolition derby of the year, pretty much now. And people are always struggling to get their cars ready. And for example, this gentleman that rented this one was struggling to get his car ready, and I had one, so he contacted me. He went there to run Pro Mini, and Pro Mini was full, so they made him run full size. He had to take out quite a bit of stuff in this car, like all the top of the gas tank protector had to come out. But it's okay, the speaker deck really didn't move in this car, so I'll put it all back in so we can run Mini with it next year if the rules don't change too much. Now, some of the stuff that they were making us cut this year was this threaded rod, which I don't understand why. Rule number 28 says I can have this. So, apparently there's going to be rewrites in the rules, and we'll have to see. I'm not sure. So threaded rod got cut on both sides. I really hope it didn't spring that much. I hope he just cut it twice, you know what I mean? The component protector in the front of this actually worked out really well. Everything came into it and then didn't really go any farther. So it's pretty cool that that component protector actually passed their rules. I'm pretty pleased about that. Now, he's saying to me that there kept being a small spark slash fire up here in this corner. I'm not exactly sure what it could be. Oh, look at that, I found it. The engine harness has gone up in flames. So I wonder what caused that. That's something different. The actual engine harness has gone up in flames. Can you guys see that? I thought it was my wiring here, but it wasn't. It was the actual engine harness. Battery is all good, shifter's good. He said that the shifter kind of a little confused him because he's used to different, forward is forward, reverse is reverse on the shifter, but this is opposite. Same way that most of your front wheel drive cars are. Tires and rims held up pretty good. What ended up taking him out was he got this tire knocked over into the strut, and as you can see the strut bent pretty hard. We had to cut out the blocks behind the suspension because they changed that rule this year too. That happened, and then it slowed him down, and he just got stuck. Rockton is a very, very sandy track, and he just got stuck. Pretty much it. All the tires still have air. Even my back tires here, they still all have air, which is nice. Realistically, car's still in pretty good shape. Driver's side, I don't really see any big amount of body damage at all. Looks like my threaded rods in the trunk came a bit loose. You see that? She's twisted over a bit, but the dimple's still there. Dimple got much bigger, so the back end is starting to come up. We'll just have to tighten that down a bit again. And, oh, let me zoom out. Other than that, the car's still pretty straight. Need to straighten out some threaded rod and all that fun stuff in the front. Passenger side, though, did take a pretty good shots by the looks of it. Looks like he accidentally got smacked in the passenger side. Cut the fender off, give herself some clearance. Passenger door came in, but that's why I love running these inside bars. These inside bars take a lot of abuse. But that right there looks like one heck of a hit. That looks like a good hit. It just missed his tire, but... And Infected got ran again by another buddy who was struggling to get his car done and didn't get it done in time, so I let him run Infected. I think it went pretty good, but I think someone got him in the driver door pretty good if you take a look. It is pounded right in. There is actually no inside door bar in this car. It's just padding. So I think this came into him a little bit harder than he was anticipating. Front end held up great, but it did bend. As you can see, subframe kinked over on itself and gave out on this car pretty hard, and frame did bend and go up there. Other than that, everything seems to be pretty good. He tells me that he lost reverse out of the transmission. But I'm gonna say that he just lost all transmission, to be honest. The fitting is broke right off the front of the transmission. I don't even know if this thing is still any good. I would like to see if the transmission's good. The motor's let me down a lot, so I really don't think I'm gonna be keeping this motor. But what else? Oh, passenger door, looks like it's got just about ripped right off. It's shoved in right underneath. That is one of the important things I really like, is running inside door bars. They do a lot on these cars, they really do. Gas tank protector, still good. Cage, still good. What I'm impressed with on this one is I only have 2 threaded rods in the back, and the back end is still really good on this Solera. It is like, the pillars are good. Everything is overall good on this Solera still. It's just that that front frame has finally given out and it is garbage. So there's the 2 cars that I was not able to run this weekend, but I did have a pretty busy weekend. You guys want to go check out the 3rd car? So here is the 3rd car from Erin, Ontario. Now, I did not rent this one out. I had it all loaded on the trailer, ready to go to Erin, and got off work at 5 p.m., came home, it was all loaded, all I had to do was jump into it and go, and I was told that there was no more entries left for Erin. So the car never got ran, it never got derbied, just sat on my trailer all weekend. So the show apparently only allows 70 cars, and this car here was not allowed to run because I did not get there as the first 70. I was told that I did not get a space while I was still at work, so I was super upset about this, and not much you can do. So now I have a car that's in good shape, built to pretty stock rules, that I don't know what I can do with. There's got to be more cars coming up, more derbies coming up, but we'll see. So that was my my weekend pretty much. I worked 36 hours, but all my friends got to run my cars and have fun. Kind of depressing, but you know, sometimes life doesn't go the way you want it to, right? Thanks for watching, guys. And this one will be ran again this year, just not sure where. Rockton car will be fixed and ran again next year, and the Solera is going to go to scrap because I am tired of looking at it. It's been 3.5 years I've owned that car, and it is going to get crushed into a little cube, and I'm going to smile like no smile I've ever smiled before. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you back here tomorrow.